Good morning, my fellow friends. How are we doing this morning? This is Carrie from down in Texas, and I'm getting ready with you this morning, and I want to talk to all of my RSD warriors out there, those of us that suffer with this horrible disease called reflex sympathetic dystrophy, also known as CPRS. And I wanted to talk to you about just the day-to-day grind when you have this disease. Before we get started, let me just catch you up to date as to what I have done this morning. I have put on my moisturizer, I've washed my face, I have put on my collagen treatment, which I do twice a day. I have put on my cookies and cream primer. I have done my eyebrows. And now I am putting on my KVD Wonder Foundation. I just think it's the greatest thing I've found in a really, really long time. It goes so incredibly far, and it truly is a remarkable product. I love it. Absolutely love it. One thing I am noticing here lately, and this is, I'm probably just getting to this old school. I'm probably really late to the party here. But sometimes if I don't let my primer and my moisturizers dry adequately, I get these tiny little balls on my face. And I know that that's just, I didn't let it dry. I now know that I didn't let it dry long enough. All right, so I've come in and I'm going to now, excuse me. I'm going to now put my color corrector under my eyes. Get all this area under my eyes that most of us struggle with. This is a corrector. I also have some area right here and some area right here. So, as an RSD patient, I'm sure you know just how difficult day-to-day can be. Getting up, getting out of bed, getting motivated to start the day, and then getting dressed, getting yourself together, and then getting yourself to work if you work, or whatever it is that you do for the day. It is a tough gig sometimes. I am really struggling myself this morning. I'm having some pretty significant pain this morning, and that's because yesterday I just really overdid. I really try not to do that because I am afraid of exactly what I now am facing. And if you don't know, or if this is your first time for joining me, thank you for that very much, for finding my channel and taking the opportunity to chat with me and get to know me, support my channel. My channel is here to help all of us successfully have it all. I believe that we can all have it all with hard work, dedication, and faith. So that's what this channel is about, is helping all of us successfully have it all in our life by using and mobilizing love to do that. If we love and support each other, there is nothing that we cannot, any of us, achieve. I wholeheartedly believe that. That is something that my mother, God rest her soul, instilled in me. And I believe that. I believe we can do anything and be anything and have the success that we want. as long as we work really hard at it and we love each other and we do it out of a place of faith and goodness in our heart. So thank you for joining me today. But today is a really, really difficult day for me. I am really struggling today. I overdid way too much yesterday, physically. And so consequently for me today, I am struggling. I also have had a pretty emotional few days. You know, your emotions absolutely and wholeheartedly affect this disease because it's a nerve disease and our nerves are controlled by our central nervous system, and our central nervous system is our brain. That's what controls everything in our body. Sometimes, like today, I just really struggle. I don't have very many of these days anymore, but when I do have them, they are significant and they set me back. But one of the things that I made a promise to myself earlier in the year is that I was going to try to just work through it. I wasn't going to let it get me to a point where I couldn't come into my office and do my job. So that's what I'm trying to do today. But it is a challenge, as all of you who suffer with this horrible disease know. And there are days where none of us want to get out of that bed. We want to stay in that bed where it's nice and warm and comfortable, and we don't have any of the stresses that come along with just life in general, and then stresses that come with this rotten disease. But I just made myself a challenge and a promise for this year that I was not going to let that put me there. Because it becomes a slippery slope, in my opinion. When you let that happen too often, it's just really easy to say, oh, I'm just not going to get out of bed today. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to let my body do what it needs to do and just regenerate. But movement, sorry, I needed some moisture there. So my concealer is on, my Joa concealer, my Milani bronzer is on, and I used my Fenty powder foundation to seal and set my wet foundation. So what do I do in these days where I am really struggling? Well, before I found my miracles, I would have to go and I would have to take a breakthrough opioid painkiller, and that would then give me more challenges just trying to stay focused and awake, because as you know, opioids, they make you drowsy and sleepy, and they make you feel like you're stoned. Well, let's face it, they're stoning you. They're an opioid. And so I really don't like to have to take those anymore, because I just don't like that feeling of not being in control and not having my faculties around me when I'm doing my job. I have a very important job to take care of people's insurance, and I need to be cognitive and completely and totally awake before I even think about doing that. Something I forgot to do, and this is what happens when you get off your game a little bit. I forgot to go in and forgot to clean up my eyebrows, and they are a mess, so I have to do that. So now I'm gonna have to go back over where it's dry, but it's okay, I will fix it. So, today is just one of those days where I just have to say, okay, Carrie, you're just gonna have to power through today and take your medicine that you found that's that's helped you immensely. And I have found through my mental wellness company these products. I take a product called Relief, and it is an all-natural plant-based painkiller that is truly a lifesaver for me. Because I have an implanted pain pump that has opioids included in it 24/7, that is dripped onto the nerves in my legs 24/7. I just do not want to use any other opioid unless it is a dire emergency. Opioids are bad news for your body. They do all sorts of things. They create all sorts of problems. And if I don't have to put an extra one in my body, I am not going to do that. And this product, Relief, has given me an alternative, so I do not have to use opioids to control my breakthrough pain. It really is a remarkable product that, now I'm gonna have to fix that. See, I hate doing my brows. I just hate it. Golly, if somebody could figure out how to come and train me on how to do these brows, I would be just so grateful. I can't just never get them right. They just don't ever want to look right. They don't ever want to look symmetrically the same. Just frustrating. I will brush them out here in a second. So I took my supplement this morning at about 6:30. It is now 7:30, about an hour. And I am definitely feeling relief in my legs. Some days are just worse than others with this disease, as we all know. If you've suffered with this disease for any amount of time, some days are really good days and some days are just really rotten days. I pray that if I got this early enough today when I woke up, that my day is going to be a good day and I'm not going to have struggles all day with this. So I take my mental wellness company is a company called Amari Global. They are the biggest, fastest growing mental wellness company in the industry. We actually trademarked mental wellness company. They've been around 5 years. Just recently we had our first $1 million sales day, which is remarkable. That's a huge accomplishment. In one day, $1 million. Just think about that. And I was lucky enough to be introduced to this company by a wonderful friend of mine who was a previous boss. I worked for her for 2 years. She's also an insurance agent, so we have a lot in common. And she introduced me to this company well over a year ago, when I was just recovering from my weight loss surgery and I was nowhere near ready to even think about adding to my daily arsenal of what I do. And so luckily for me, she was extremely patient with me, and she circled back around in October, actually September, once I had really sort of gotten over the plateau in my recovery of this weight loss surgery. And she introduced me to this company and the products, and I was blown away, literally blown away by what I was seeing and the testimonials that I was reading. People that struggle with all sorts of different things: chronic pain, depression, anxiety, poor energy levels, hormone problems, bowel problems, sleeping problems. And what struck me so significantly is that these products are all plant-based. They are all natural, they are vegan, there is no chemicals. They are made by a very famous gentleman that is our science doctor at our company. He's worldwide acclaimed, and you know, I was just blown away. The only way to say it, because you know, after 16 years of dealing with this disease, I mean, I have looked at and researched and you name it, and I've done it when it comes to this disease. And so finding options is what I'm talking about. And so I'm just trying not to waste this beautiful product. So I'm getting it off of here, and I'm gonna put it on my, gonna do it a little early, but I'm trying to get it out of the palette without ruining the palette. So I'm just gonna put it on early, and I'll come back over and fix it. This is How Many Carrots by Fenty, and it is a remarkable product that I'm going to be using today on my eyelids. I want to get the eyelid to be pretty light in color because I'm wearing green, and I'm using green accents in my crease. And so I want to come through and make the lid stand out with nice light color because I'm wearing greens and browns today. Anyways, I was just blown away at the amount of remarkable results that I was seeing in these testimonies of people who have been taking these products for, you know, all sorts of different reasons. And I thought, well, you know what? They all can't be lying, right? So I reached out to a few of them through Facebook, and what I heard just was astounding. And I thought, well, my goodness, I've got to at least try it, right? I've got to get out of using these additional opioids, if at all possible, to give my body time to work in a different way, because I have these opioids on board that are dripped on my nerves. I just had been searching and searching for another way to control my breakthrough pain. So I have found it. It is called Relief, and it's truly remarkable. I took it this morning at 6:30, and I'm finally starting to see, you know, some relief this morning. And the thing that I love about this product is I don't feel like I'm stoned out of my head when I take it. So I can come into my office and I can work and do the things that I need to do. That's remarkable. If you've ever dealt with chronic pain, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about you get this terrible stoned feeling. And for me, I hate that feeling of being out of control with pain medication. And so to not have that by using this product is a remarkable blessing, and I'm so glad that I found it, because I can do what I need to do during the day and not feel like I'm just stoned out of my brain. I can't afford for that to happen. So it's a remarkable product. So I started using that, and then I also use their sleep product. I have never, ever, ever been a good sleeper, never in my life. I'm a night owl. My mother was a night owl. My brothers are night owls. It's just, I don't know why we are that way, but we are. And I'm just coming in and I'm picking up all that extra fallout from the green that I put on. And I will brush the excess away here in just a few minutes. So I started taking this sleep aid, I thought, and nothing had worked. I have tried everything, Ambien, I mean, you name it, and I've tried it, and nothing ever worked for me. I could not find a sleep aid that would help me, that I did not wake up the next morning and again feel like I was stoned out of my brain, right? Because you know those sleep aids, that's exactly what happens when you take them, is you feel like you are absolutely stoned. Now I am using my What a Brat Pink, this wonderful product here. I'm using it today as a blush on my cheeks. This is just my foundational blush. I will come back in and put on the top of it my finishing color, which is my Kristen Dior, which I'm absolutely just love that to death. So I started using this sleep product, and I was astounded, one, at how quickly I went to sleep. I take it about 9:30, 10 o'clock, depending if I've got everything done I need to get done, you know, on my computer, because I work a lot on my social media at night. And so I take it then, and within 30 minutes or so, I just know it's time to go to sleep. You just know, right, when it's time to go to sleep. And so I take the medication and then I fall to sleep. And the remarkable thing about this product that I have never found a product that helps me to do is to sleep through the entire night. I sleep through the entire night. The only time I wake up now is if my service dog asks me to get him up and take him out. The rest of the time I am sleeping through the night, and I am so pleased to be able to say that, because it had been a long time for me to be able to sleep through the night consecutively, and I'm getting anywhere from 7.5 to 8 hours a night. For somebody that has always only had, can't talk and do that at the same time, that's only ever had maybe 5 hours on average, those extra 2.5 to 3 hours are golden for me. I feel so incredibly rested and relaxed when I take this medication. I wake up and I'm refreshed, and I'm not like dragging because I've taken something that's stoning me for the next day. It's just a remarkable product, this sleep aid. So I take Relief and I take the sleep product. Then, as you all know, unfortunately, I lost my beautiful mom in the fall of last year. She died very unexpectedly. She had a massive stroke, and it was very, 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 very difficult for me. Well, for my whole family. I don't want to say it was just me, because my whole family suffered. Everybody. My mom was my best friend behind my spouse, and I talked to her about everything. I talked to her about my goals and what I'm doing and where I'm going and the different things that I've got going on in my life, and she was always my supporter. She was always my person to say, well, I don't know if that's a good idea, or are you really sure? Think about this. And then she'd also be, yes, go for it. Absolutely, go for it. You know, she was my cheerleader. I could talk to her about everything. I confided everything in her. Okay, I've used my, I forgot to show you my green palette today. It is from Sephora, not Sephora, from Ulta. Let me get it back out here, guys. I'm so sorry, I forgot to show it to you. These wonderful palettes that I found that were $5 at Ulta. They were in the discount bin. They this one is called Dancing Green. Let me find who is the actual Essence. This is an Essence product. Dancing Green. They're just beautiful. Just a wonderful combination. I used this one, and this one today, and I used that one down on my lid to get my lid ready for my how many carats that I used. It's a great product. I mean, less than $5, and the product really is good. You have to build it a little bit, but that's okay. You know what? A lot of eyeshadows are like that, right? So what else have I been taking? I take their mood product, and I have to tell you, my reaction to grief was so different than I don't know if I expected, or what my family made comment on, that my ability to deal with my mom's passing, and not have a complete and total mental breakdown, was truly a remarkable experience. And I know it's because I was on this mood product. It just levels out your reactions to things, your stress and your emotions. You know, we all react to things emotionally. That's just what we do. We're humans, right? If we didn't, then we wouldn't have feelings. But there's a difference between having good reactions and not good reactions, right? And this product just truly helped me cope with the situation that we faced ourselves in with my mom, and the decisions that we had to make. And I felt like I was, you know, on a level field. Even my husband commented that I, you know, seemed so calm during all of it. And I was calm. Of course, I was terrified and sad and all the rest of it, but at least I had the reactions that were calm, and I could have conversations with my dad and my brothers about, you know, what was happening, and mom's progress, and what was going to happen, and the decisions that we needed to make in a calm and reasonable fashion, not being an absolute, you know, total emotional idiot because I couldn't get my emotions under control. And that's a remarkable gift, to have that kind of supplement that can help you deal with a very stressful emotional situation and deal with it calmly and rationally, and give yourself every opportunity to handle it in the best way that you know that you can. And I'm incredibly grateful that I found that. So that is the mood product that I have been taking. And then I have also been documenting through my makeup videos here with you that I have been on a hold on, I cannot talk and put lipstick on. It's the strangest thing. I have been using a wonderful skincare product. Mental Wellness Company has skincare product? Yes, they do. And it is remarkable. It is a collagen building system. So helps you build your own collagen and replace what you lose. You know, as we get older, our body loses the ability to make collagen. And without collagen and a good supply of collagen, our skin is not going to stay supple and young looking. It's going to deteriorate pretty quickly. And so this product, today I'm using my NARS. I can't find my Christian Dior. This is the closest dupe I could find to Christian Dior. So I've been using this skincare product. I've been using it for 3 months now, and it truly has given unbelievable results for me. And I when I say that, I don't mean to say it flippantly and continually, but I mean, I am 60, and before I was on this product, these lines in my face were constant, all the time. Now I see them just when I talk, but before they were there constantly. These lines in here are completely gone. And this one line here from my frown, it is almost completely gone. 3 months of taking this product have drastically improved the look, texture, firmness, and actually I'm seeing a change in the discoloration in my face too. I don't know what is in the product that has done that, but that is really a huge difference. Before I put my makeup on, I would see all sorts of reddy, splotchy stuff, and I'm not seeing that anymore. The only thing that I'm seeing in my problem areas, which is right in here and up in here, are some sunspots. And I've never sat in the sun. I'm an Australian, and we are prone to skin cancer. So I am one that has never just baked in the sun ever. I may have sat in it for an hour or two, or been on the golf course following my brothers, my dad, or my family, but I've never been a sun worshiper because it's just destroys your skin. So I've been on this product for 3 months, and I think it's done a remarkable job. My husband takes the energy drink, the happy drink, every day. He takes that. He's noticed a significant difference in his daily processing. He's also on the pain relief and the sleep, and he also has seen just wonderful wonderful results. So just the reason I say this is so I can give you another option. If you are a sufferer of this terrible disease, you know, we all try to find ways to make our daily routines easier for us to live with. And if I can give you some of those products to help you feel better, oh, that doesn't look good, those blue things are there, then I want to do that. And the way that I can do that is with just coming out here talking about it and then giving you an opportunity to look at the product. So in this video, I'm going to link my website. I'm going to put all the products in that I've talked about today that have links in it, so you can go out and check those products. I would love for you to join me as a customer. One of my goals is to be a wonderful resource for all of you who suffer with this horrible disease. I didn't have that, and you know, it was a real struggle for me to get myself where I am today. And if I can help somebody else get there a little bit easier, with more tools and more support and guidance, then I definitely want to do that. This disease is very, very misunderstood. It is not in the forefront of research, but it's a debilitating disease. And you know that if you're a sufferer of this disease. I also am trying to put together a local support group for anyone that's within 50 miles of Houston. Would love the opportunity for us to just all meet and talk about what's working for us, what's not working for us, what our process and our journey has been, because this is a great tool to help somebody who is newly diagnosed with this disease, so they have some sort of idea of what others have gone through and what other treatments are available, and just help and support. We have one of the highest suicide rates, and so if all of us together can prevent that, then we are accomplishing great things, and that's what I am all about. So thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you finding my channel and hanging in with me while I did my makeup and got ready this morning. Please, if you would, like and subscribe. That helps me immensely. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. If there's a subject you would like me to discuss, by all means, shoot me a comment, and I'm happy to do that. I hope wherever you are on this wonderful Tuesday, the last day in February, spring in March is tomorrow, yay! I hope you have a wonderful day, a safe day, a productive day. Don't forget, make sure you give your gratitude today. Tell those who are in your life how much they mean to you and love you. And remember, tomorrow is never promised, right? So let's work as hard as we can to support each other so we can all live the very best life that we can live, so we can all successfully have it all. I'm Carrie, and thank you so much for joining me today. See you soon.